So, in this edition of Destination London, what does it really take to become an Olympic or Paralympic competitor? We put two of our best sports journalists to the test. Will they be gold medal material or potential couch potatoes? Welcome to Destination London, the BBC's monthly roundup of Olympic stories. I'm Carthy Nyana-Seagram. This month we have a slightly different show for you. We're at the Surrey Sports Park, a £36 million state-of-the-art sports centre that will be host to several national Olympic teams, including Australia, Antigua and Barbuda, Croatia, Nigeria, Singapore and the USA in the run-up to and during the 2012 Games. This site is close to London and is one of the official pre-Games training venues for the 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games. It's also the home of the Surrey Human Performance Institute, where our two volunteer wannabe Olympic athletes, Ed Harry and Richard Connolly, had their performances monitored and assessed. After a thorough scientific check, Ed and Richard joined various Olympic athletes, starting with Liz Ng, one of England's top fencers, hoping to qualify for 2012. And our two sporting guinea pigs were given a taste of life at the top of the fencing world.
First thing I'm going to teach you today is the salute. So you start with the point pointed towards the ground, then you bring the point upwards, and then you swish it down towards the ground. Yep, that's it. Yep. We do this before we fight each other, just as a courtesy. The first basic move I'm going to teach you is the on guard position. The easiest way to do this is to, if you both line up on this line, then I want you to turn your front foot towards that side, so it's 90 degrees. Okay. That's right. Then just flex your knee slightly. Okay. That's right. Just turn the knee out a little bit.
Turn the knee out. Okay.
Yep, that's great. That's the on guard position.
Okay.
It enables you to move forward and back quite more efficiently. If you lift the swords up, that's the on guard position. To do a step forwards, pretty much. So bring it forwards and land with both feet together. So. Just want to have a quick go at that?
Yeah. So.
So, yep, it's good. For the step back, start with the back foot, move it here, and then bring it back like that.
Bring back.
That's it. You keep the gap between your feet constant, so it's like that. Yeah, this allows you to run away from the opponent when they're attacking. The next move is the lunge. Start with the right. Extend the arm first, then you push off with your front foot, so a bit like that.
Like
that's it, yep. And then you push off with your front foot again to recover. And then you can bring the arm back to how it was.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And the final move I'm going to teach you is the parry. It's what you use to defend yourself if you can't run away in time. Okay. For the parry riposte, if I'm trying to hit you, what is your initial reaction?
I want to do this, I think.
What's your second reaction? That's it. Yeah. That's the parry. You can hit with a riposte. So that's my offensive action. In answer to your attack. It's just defending action and then becomes an offensive action.
Now we're going to try and put some of this into practice, and Liz is going to watch us and hopefully tell us what we do right and what we do wrong. So first things, these down.
On guard.
I wish you the very best of luck, Ed.
I'm going to need it.
Ready? Fence.
On guard. 3. What's on? It's amazing.
Right. That was really good, guys. I can see you're defending most of the time on that. So you didn't quite get pushed off the end, but almost.
Nearly. And what happens if you get pushed off the end?
You get a point scored against you. Your attacks are very effective. Although they're slightly a bit more leant back instead of straight, it seems to be working quite well because you're getting a lot of power when you attack.
And did you see any potential in there? What do you think?
Yeah, as I said, I thought you guys were actually pretty good. You got the hang of it quite fast. Just a couple of minor posture details and maybe hand position, but yeah, think you guys could be pretty good.
Thanks very much. We'll take that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that'll do.
No problem.
Thanks a lot.
We're here with Sarah and Julie, both members of Team GB's women's basketball team. And our next task after fencing is now to try and get to grips with basketball. So let's begin with the basics.
As a team, we pride ourselves on tenacious, ferocious defense, and that's where we build our foundation off of. So we're going to work on some technique, some stances, and go from there.
Right, let's get started.
Okay, right, so first thing we're going to do is a defensive stance. You want to be nice and wide and low. The lower you are, the stronger you are, and the quicker you can move laterally and step in like that. So
Further apart.
knees bent, nice and low, and just practice taking steps to the side, nope, no, careful. It's almost as if, I'm thinking back to when we were young, you learn that there's like a stick in between your feet and they can't come in a certain amount. So it's a natural habit for us now. I don't think you never cross your feet and you never bring them together. So if Julie's got the ball, she comes this way and you're just sliding with her. She crosses over and you're going again. If you want to just practice with each other, sort of one of you have the ball and then you can just practice your defensive stance. Just nice and slow, just a couple dribbles one way, a couple dribbles another. So a lot lower, lot lower, yeah. Hands up like this, yeah. So stay low. Good. If you start low, you gradually start coming up because you feel the burn in your quads. You have to stay low. It's like you're under something, so you can't stand up. Hands up, hands up.
Okay. I'm going to steal a ball.
Hey, there you go. So a couple things that we focus on when we're shooting. All the power comes from your legs, no matter how strong you are in your upper body. So what we're taught is your feet are shoulder width apart and your right foot is a little bit in front of your left, just a little bit. Knees are bent. So if you take the ball out like this and bring it in like this, your elbow's in an L, your thumbs actually form a T if you've got your hands in the right position. So guide hand and shooting hand up like this. When you shoot, you come up and you flick your wrist and you finish with your hands high like this. So a couple little things that you learn from when you're younger and you never forget is like you're reaching into a cookie jar on the top shelf. From here and just up and hold. Woo! A little strong there. So you want to have the backspin on the ball. Better.
Now we're going to try and play against each other and just actually play basketball properly.
Yeah, we're going to give it a go, aren't we? We're going to give it a go, a bit of one-on-one.
So I'm going to be the defensive player. Rich is going to try and get past me and score.
Ready? Come on.
Okay.
No points.
Good effort overall, but kind of fell apart. You have to remember it's the little things that make everything come together.
We're so lucky to be speaking to two members of Team GB. What about next year? Have you had your qualifying path to get there yet? Will we see you competing at the games?
You will, yeah. We've come a long way. It's been 4 years and it started with a dream, and each summer the team has developed more and more and been more successful and proven we can compete with top teams in the world. So it'll be an exciting time.
We'll be there too, and we'll be remembering all the hard work that goes into it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks ever so much.
Thanks.
We've fenced, we've played basketball. Now we're going to try wheelchair basketball. Helen plays for Team GB, has done for the last 10 years.
Yes, nearly.
So perhaps few people better qualified to try and introduce us to wheelchair basketball.
We've got you two
Going for
chairs
okay.
just here, and these are pretty standard club chairs. Okay. You don't have to worry about strapping yourselves in. So if you just get your feet on the foot plates, that's it. So just make sure that they're tucked into your foot plates, and you just want to push your chair forward gently just to get the feel of it. You'll notice the wheels are cambered, which makes us turning much faster and gives you more stability. At the back, you'll have this what's fifth wheel, which is called an anti-tip. It means you will not fall out backwards however hard you lean, so don't panic. Also the front guard here, this is more sort of defensive in wheelchair basketball, and you use that to stop players, and it's just part of the difference between a everyday chair and a basketball chair. I noticed you did some sidestepping with the able-bodied girls. Obviously not possible, there's no sideways movement. So what you have to learn how to do is turn your chair. What you do, put one hand lower, the front, and one hand back, and you can do a turn like that. Turn you that way, and then back will turn you the other way. So that's quick on your turning. And then you have to stop by grabbing your wheels and the tyre. So you've got the rim and a bit of tyre in your hand. Okay. Forward pushing, you get your hands about 12 o'clock, and you push through and down to about there, and then back up to 12.
Around, and then back, and around. Now.
That's it, just basic changing direction. 1, 2, stop, turn, 1, 2. I'll go through what's a foul on your chair and what isn't, so what chair contact we have, because I know a lot of people kind of think it's a very contact sport, which it isn't really when I explain it. What you're not allowed to do is come at somebody and whack them like this. Okay. That's a charge. Okay. What you have to do is come up and turn, and if they hit your side, that's a stop. That's a legal stop. So that's the kind of the main foul that we have. The other one would be lifting, and that you cannot get your bottom off the chair. Right. So very hard for you guys because you're very tempted to push your weight through your legs and you'll be up and you're not strapped in. So that would be the first thing you do is want to stand up. The point system, it runs on how disabled you are. So it runs from 4.5 pointers down to 1 pointer. You allowed 14 points on the court for international games. So 4.5 would be something like a below the knee amputee or somebody with knee problems, very minimal disability, and it will run down to a 1, which is a much high spinal cord injury. It has mostly their arms working, but nothing much below that. I'm a 3.5 to give you some sort of rough idea. I've got a spinal cord injury from about my waist downwards, so that's where I'm affected from. So it's kind of a balancing act with maths as well. If you've got 4.5 on court, you need a lower pointer on court as well to make up to the 14 points with 5 players.
When the ball is there on your lap, is that in play? You can steal that?
You can steal that, yeah, you can steal it. The only thing you're not allowed is hit someone's arm, and you have to watch your front chair contact. They do 2 pushes and then push the ball in front to dribble. I continuously dribble, which means I don't put the ball on my lap, I just continuously bounce as they move along. So, want to have a go?
Yeah. Okay.
So, on here. Bounce, move. So.
That's to see, he's got it on his lap.
Yeah, I'm going to try and put it on my lap a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, 2.
Absolutely.
Bounce. 1, 2.
Do you want to try some basic layups?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so just as in the able-bodied game, we have the basic shot, which is the layup. So you can dribble up to about the block, and then you just drift in. So you prepare for your shot, and then if you go in, push it up and shoot. Nice straight pushes.
Okay, right.